All right. Hello and welcome back again as we get ready to kick off our final week of the regular season. And this should be a good way to get it started as we are going to have the Atlanta Harriers up against the Luxor Pharaohs. Now let's quickly run through our week and then of course we'll circle back to this one. You can see these top two, some matchups of top teams. And then below that, we got the playoff chase. New Mexico looking for a big win that they need, but Erie on the other side trying to better their seeding, lock in that top three spot. Then Boston, same thing as Luxor here, trying to climb against KC, trying to get a big win. Then you want to circle that Birmingham-Madison game because that's a win it in or lose and match for both of those teams. They can definitely both still make it if they lose, but it gets tough. Then, of course, you have Deadwood-Madison, or Deadwood-Missouri, rather, as Deadwood are in a pretty good spot if they win, but we'll see if they can get it done in a matchup that they should be the favorite. Looking at our standings here, of course, we have 6 teams clinched. Our top two a little bit separated out. Atlanta trying to stay alive in the 1-seed race with a win tonight. Of course, they wouldn't secure it. They would need Inchin to lose as well, but they would guarantee at least a top 2 seed as well. Then on the other side, Luxor sitting down at 5 currently, but especially with Honolulu playing Inchin, good chance that they have an opportunity to go up if they can get a win here. So just trying to get that. I mean, like I said in the Discord, trying to get a win over a top team and better their confidence and potentially seeding. Then, like we said, you have Birmingham and Madison there. Then the 3-way tie, and then our one eliminated team with Missouri at the bottom. Looking at the scenarios, of course, this game won't matter for them, so we'll get into them more then. But, as we said, both these teams win or they have their conditions if they lose. Meanwhile, all three of these teams need a win, and then they have a couple options. So New Mexico just need a win and Deadwood loss, or if they win, they also would get in if Birmingham lose and KC win, regardless of Deadwood. And then Deadwood, of course, win any of those three. KC win either of those two. So scenarios all around. Again, we'll talk about them as games happen, as things become clearer, as games matter for them. But that's the week for you. Looking at our teams here, you can see the records are 2 games apart, 3 spots in the standings apart, although they're both in top half and both clinched already. These streaks are quite different, as Atlanta have won 2 straight. Meanwhile, Luxor had lost their last series. I believe that one was against Erie. So another team who's hot with the momentum that they just can't get it done against. So again, question marks continue to be pretty well founded, but we'll see if they can pull it back in this series. And then, of course, your key players, Wico and Mello. Averages are in favor of Atlanta by a 5-1 split, with the saves being the exception, which I will say is pretty common. Feels like most of the time that they're either closer or it's a 5-1, and the team with a lower record has a higher saves per game. So, not entirely surprised by that. If anything, I'm a little bit surprised by how one-sided the averages are, but at the same time, how surprised can you really be? As we do have one team in, just waiting on the other one, and then we'll jump into this one as soon as we can. As far as a prediction, I'm going to have to go with Atlanta. I'm going to go with a 3-1 because I think Atlanta haven't been perfect this season, and Luxor have looked pretty good. So I think if Luxor play a really strong game, and then especially if Atlanta are a little bit off, this could be a close series. It could flip the other way. That I'm not counting Luxor out completely, but at the same time, I do definitely feel Atlanta should be the favorites here, and we should probably see them coming out with the win. But we won't know until we play the games, which we should hopefully get soon. First, let me look. Okay, doesn't list them as in a game or anything, so hopefully we'll have them joining up. Assume they're waiting on people. I will note we do have 4 people in both calls, so unless someone isn't available to play, but is just sitting there to spectate, cheerlead, whatever, then it seems like we will have full options across the board. But it does appear that we have everyone in, and so therefore we are good to go. Game number 1 here. Atlanta versus Luxor, kicking off the final week of play. We have Atlanta in gold, Luxor in teal. Will Atlanta lock a top 2 spot and keep their chase for the 1 seed alive? Or will we see Luxor roar back and get a statement win? It's going to be Wiko to start it out. 1-0 already, 11 seconds in. Wiko pop forward, doink towards net. It doesn't take long, and Atlanta have the advantage. Now this one dropped down. It'll be bouncing away. DK trying to get there. Just takes a shot. There's no one in net, and DK ties it up. 1-1. There's your response. I believe only 9 seconds later. Now this one's dropped out by Defane again. It'll bounce off the back wall. Only Ren there. She'll play it out to the corner. Bacon now already on it, looking for the pass across. Up high in the air. DK's already there. It is 2-1 Luxor. Chance, I said it in the pregame, and I'm not flipping it. I'm still going with Atlanta. But obviously, this is a great start for Luxor. They concede that goal immediately, but then immediately they get 2 right back. Now, of course, this should be awkward, though. Ren will drop it down. Low shot. Then off the post. Bio can't turn it in. Luxor try to clear it out. Wiko gets another one forward, but he's removed. And now Defane will get a clear off the sidewall. DK keeping it in the corner. Luxor really awkward here as, okay, that cannot be legal. You can't do that, Bio. What did I just witness? Off the backboard, the backwards double. It goes across the line and just goes in. I don't even know, but Bio's just different, I guess. This one now over off the right. Ren trying to play it forward. Bacon on it again. Now Bacon on it. There's a rolling shot. Luxor will stay ahead. Bacon gets another. 3-2. Another quick response for the Pharaohs. They concede whatever that was from Bio, but they don't let that momentum carry for long. And they're quickly back in front now, 3-2. And now down off the ceiling. This one passed across. Couple bumps come through. It'll be Defane to pick it up. Now Defane working down the sideline. It'll fall back to Bacon. Bacon the tap back. Dunked by Ren, but DK's able to answer it. DK now another bouncing shot, but Bio will get back in time for it. Wiko looking to just play it downfield, but Bacon's back in plenty of time. Now it's Defane up. Pass across, dropping down. Bacon is there, but the shot rings high. And Wiko will get it away. Defane now another high pass. He'll go himself. He'll shoot. It's off the post. Ren now a good pop-up, and Wiko another good double as well. This one forced back to Bacon, and the 50 goes even as now Ren will try to pinch it out. Bio is awkward. Bacon pops it up in the air. Shouldn't be a shooting opportunity, but Defane will force it into the corner. Although that miss by DK might end the pressure. Bacon, though, will win another 50. And that'll send it all the way back in. Now dunked around the outside. This one will bounce straight down. Bio trying to roll it forward. Bacon up in the air. Defane jumping in. Bouncing down. DK's shot saved away by Bio. Defane now on it again. That one just barely wide off the post. Bacon pops it up off the back wall. Wiko now dropping down. It'll roll up the side. He'll wait behind it, looking for the catch. Does get the 50 across, but it'll be Bacon on the clear. DK now trying to dive across. It's down off the corner, bouncing away. Ren will pop it up next. Ren now dropping back down under it, and Defane will get it out. DK gets the touch. Now bouncing back down again. Bacon off the left wall. DK will get the long send. Now off the back wall. DK's shot. That's in. 4-2. Luxor double their lead. Bio just a little bit slow, not getting that touch. And then DK, good answers. That's a hat trick for him. And now it's a multi-goal advantage for the Pharaohs as we have just barely over 2 minutes to go. Now down off the ceiling, Ren, awkward, but she gets a good touch on it. Bio trying to turn and control, gets a flick over Bacon, but DK's already on it. That one over Bacon again. Rico will get a good touch downfield. Bio now tries to turn it towards net, but D-Fane's there in plenty of time. Rico bounces it down. Bacon banged down off the ceiling. DK diving in, but the 50 is just off the back wall. D-Fane now bring it down again. Punched past one, dunked over another. Bacon diving. It's off the bar twice and away. First 50 rings high. The double does the same. Luxor's lead stays at 2. But they continue to get this push, this pressure. And they probably look like the more threatening team right now. Now, it's not to say we haven't seen a couple chances for Atlanta, but it's been much more few and far between. And they haven't looked quite as substantial, maybe barring this one, but Wiko just forced to cut it all the way across. Now he'll go up from the left wall, try and air dribble down. It'll get 50'd away by D-Fane. Bacon, though, left without boost, can only get a 50. He does still get a good one, though. His Bio will be forced to jump all the way up and can only keep it at midfield again. That touch will be 1, but the next one is there, and it's Bacon. Recentered by Wiko, though, dropping down, but it's Bacon again to push it to the side. Bio now going to back pass it. Final 30 seconds to go here. Still the lead holding for Luxor. Love that area. Now this one, though, shot by Bacon. It's DK on the touchdown. Wiko will still get the save. But that's another dangerous chance. Another offensive push. More time wasted. And now the clock will strike 0. Luxor, perhaps much more than we expected, are just going to take game 1. Easily enough. 4-2, they stay ahead. I mean, they did concede immediately, but they go on to outshoot 12-6, so they double the shots, they double the goals. And it just feels like Luxor controlled this game and therefore got the win. I'm going to let Chance answer that, and then I'm going to say exactly what he says, by the way, so the pressure's on. But, yeah, I mean, it just felt like a clean game for Luxor. Like we said, we called out that first goal. Poor start. Feels rough, but the immediate response gets that confidence right back in their favor. And, of course, they get another to take the lead. And from there, I was just kind of staying with it. As we load in now, game number 2. This one shot forward by Bacon. He'll look for a dunk, but he'll lose out on the 50. Okay, so our report coming in from Chance, Atlanta need to put more pressure on Luxor because Luxor is dominating on defense. And that's from an AI, so we don't care, and he's getting banned immediately. I think he's kidding because he said that on everything. Also saw his video, but don't worry about it. This one now cleared away. Also, yeah, the AI, I don't think said defense or whatever. But, I mean, I do kind of agree, obviously. Atlanta, we've seen them spend a lot of time in their own half. And like we said, through the later parts of that game, it was Luxor who looked much more threatening. Oh, okay, Luxor dominating offense. Cool. So it just misunderstood him. So the AI did bad, for sure. Because totally an AI. Waco trying to get it downfield, but it's a good demo by D-Fane to relieve some of the pressure. This one dunked back in by Bio. By the way, through all of that, we do have same rosters running it back, although we go a bit of a car change, it does appear. DK trying to bounce that one away. Will beat one, looking to get back to it. Pops it away from a second, but now Ren is there. She has time. Up to the back wall. A good pinch by D-Fane, and he'll get a follow-up as well. Bacon now will send it downfield. Off the right side, Ren will pop it in, up into the corner, around the outside. This one 50 away, and Bacon will get the touch out. I think a much stronger start for Atlanta. We have seen a lot, much stronger first 2 minutes. Because, of course, you can't get a much stronger start than a goal in 11 seconds. But I think overall they've maintained their pressure much better. And as we've said about Luxor last game, true for Atlanta this game, that they look more threatening. We haven't really seen any shots from Luxor, but we've seen quite a few attempts at least towards the net from Atlanta. But of course, still no goals on the board, so we'll have to see which side can break through first. Because Luxor definitely still could get one against the run of play. This one now dropping down again. Quick play by DK, that'll beat one. Ren trying to get back, she'll get zoned off. Now dropping down all three players on it, but it'll be Wiko to come away with it. Wiko now forcing it forward, will get the boost. He'll thinking about another challenge and will go on this touch from Bacon. Wiko now in the air, bumped off it, deep feigns awkward, gets a pinch up off the back wall though, and Wiko can only send it away. Luxor look chaotic, look panicky here on the defense, but I mean, it's working out well enough because, again, still no goals on the board, but Wiko finally changes that. 1-0. Atlanta breakthrough. Another bouncing ball forward, and this time it's Wiko who's the quickest to it. And so finally Atlanta get their breakthrough goal. And they're going to play with another lead here. And so far, it does seem like it will stand longer than theirs last game. Maybe not much longer, though, as Bacon puts another shot wide. Defane, a bit of a kill. That one will be dunked in by DK. Bacon not going to be going, as Ren thinking about lurking, but won't get the redirect. This one up off the right side by Defane again. Bio up against DK. It'll be DK to get the touch forward. Trying to follow it up, but it's Ren to block it away again. Now bounce down, this one off the back wall. Bacon gonna let it go. That one redirected downfield. Now over off the right side. DK down into the corner. Wiko trying to pop it away. Two players in the air. Bacon drops it down low. DK the redirect across, but it's too far across. And Luxor won't get anything going for now. DK though, another dunk up high off the back wall. Luxor starting to get some of their first pressure there, but it doesn't turn into much. And in fact, it's another goal on the other end. 2-0 for the Harriers. Luxor push up a bit too far. And Atlanta get it right back on the other end. Now 2-0. Although that's a big miss, but Defane can't hit the shot, and Bio gets back in time. Of course, that one not easy, but it could have been open. That could have been the window in. As, yeah, we'll trust. Yeah, Wiko scored that for sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. There you go. Top of the net shot. And it's 3-0. Yeah, no, for sure. Man, Wiko's inventing new mechanics. I haven't seen that one before. This one down off the corner. Trying to bounce away. Played off the left wall again. Bacon trying to send it downfield. Defane now up off the back wall again. DK not going to reach to that one. Now it falls to Ren. She'll try to go up with it. Bacon's alone. Ren the 50. Bacon wins it away. Final 30 seconds though. Bio just going to waste away at the clock. Luxor need a goal immediately, but they're not going to get it. The defense holding up. Although Bacon, there's one. 19 seconds to go. An uphill climb is an understatement, but it is still within reach here as they're 2 goals down. Just under 20 seconds to go. They have about 10 seconds per goal. Still need a good kickoff here as it pops straight up in the air. Defane trying to go, but that touch is light. Ren will be able to pop that up. That'll be more time, more defense for Atlanta. Another 50 comes through. That should waste away the rest of the clock. Wiko might look for one on the other end. It'll fall just short, but Atlanta get the win nevertheless. Now back to tied up. Tied in goals, tied in games. This time Atlanta outshoots 7-3, and they get that game win back. I mean, we said game one, Luxor were the team with more pressure. They were the ones with more control. And this game, I would say, was just kind of the opposite. As we saw Atlanta have more of the push, and for the first 2 minutes, Luxor didn't really see the gold half of the field. Then after that, they started to push forward, but it wasn't even until 20 seconds left that they could actually break through. So I think much better defense, and of course, much better defense via offense for Atlanta there. And now as we load in game number 3, which team can do it again? That's the question. Each team has had their momentum. Each team has gotten their win. But which one can replicate? As Ren, that's a great touch off the post. Bacon getting bumped. Not going to be able to follow it up. DK now another clear deep off the corner. This one will go all the way down. DK trying to get out. Bio now an awkward touch around. DK won't get on it though. Bacon, that'll turn into a bit of a back pass, but it's only Ren who's there. Wiko now. Shot down. Atlanta lead again. Wiko gets up and hits that shot. It drops in the bottom left. And for the third game in a row, Atlanta score first. Now I think the question is, how do Luxor respond? Last game, of course, Atlanta were able to just keep adding on and make this one awkward. And kind of just secure their place back into the game. Atlanta last game just put on 2 more, took that 3-0 lead and just kind of wasted away at the clock. Meanwhile, Luxor 2 games ago in game number 1 put up 2 goals immediately and then were able to play with that advantage for the rest of the game. So, of course, Atlanta the ones currently with the advantage, but it can quickly flip. So we'll see how it turns out, who can get that next goal here. Ren trying to catch it over to the side. Bacon already there. It's off the left side. That one shot forward, but it's read by Bio. Now dropping down DK, beat by Wiko. Wiko now, that one's popped over him. Bacon trying to play it forward again. That one cleared in by Bio. Deepfane reaching back, will get the save. Bio already on it again, though. Passed around. Wiko can't hit a shot. DK now downfield. Deepfane already up for it. Gets another touchdown. DK there, but it's 50'd over to the side wall. Bacon now dunked away. DK trying to get it over. Demo comes through there. Wiko trying to drop it down. This one around the corner again. Deepfane will center it out. That one won forward by DK. For sure. Yeah, for sure, chance. 2 minutes gone. Still only that 1 goal on the board from Atlanta. We're now starting to approach the halfway point. So we'll see. Can Luxor find some control? Because it's been a bit back and forth in terms of pressure. But we still haven't seen Luxor get much towards the net itself. As Bacon will fly by that one as well. DK off the left. It's a free clear for Bio towards the net, but Bacon's back in plenty of time. 2 players will miss that one. That'll force Wiko to turn around, and he'll have to catch it all the way back. DK trying to catch up. Will have to fake it out, as now this one's sent all the way across. Bacon trying to go, but Bio's on it first again. DK back early. Will get the touch out to the side, but still Atlanta set up. DK back over to the side wall. 51 forward by Bio. Deepfane now dropping it down. It's up off the right by DK. Wiko down towards the corner. This one up off the right side. Bouncing back up in the air. Bio trying to drop it in. Bacon now down to the corner. Ren already there. The drop down touch. Deepfane bouncing it out, but no one there except Wiko. And Atlanta will break out again. 100 seconds to go. Atlanta still just showing that same advantage. Luxor not able to get anything far enough towards net, although this could change that. Deepfane gives his life, but ties the game. It's Bacon on the assist as that one drops straight down in front. And Deepfane, fast enough, ties the game. This one played forward. 85 seconds to go now. We're all tied up. I believe the latest in the game we've had a tie. Now, I do remember we tied 2-2 in game 1. I don't remember when that was at, but feels like a late time for the team to get their response. So where do we go from here? Luxor now technically the momentum, but do Atlanta put their foot back on the gas? Or can Luxor run with that advantage? This one centered so awkward, but DK a good first touch. Rico trying to recenter it. Bio a bit too close though, and Bacon's touch will force Ren back. Ren's touch will go straight over to DK, but DK doesn't have a lot of boost. So he'll fake under one, he'll get a 50, but it goes straight to Bio. Bio now to Ren, but no one there. And she couldn't quite get that touch. So Luxor will look for another clear. Rico though beats 2. That one passed down, but DK's already on it. So it'll bounce back out. Bio up high in the air, and DK will get the clear. We go down into the corner again. Final 20 seconds. Time starting to run lower. Golden goal approaching quicker and quicker, but this one's dangerous before Defane will get another one sent downfield. Centered out. Bacon should be there first, but it turns into a 50. Ren will keep the pressure on. DK now across. Rico diving in. Low shot. Bacon will save. Ball is still in the air. This one dropping. Rico can't get enough on it. And we are tied at 1. Overtime in game number 3. The next goal will be match point in this series. Defane trying to play it forward. It'll bounce back away. Bump comes through, but Bio able to do a lot of stalling. DK now trying to go, but even on the 50 again. There's a miss by Defane, but Bacon there will get the touch. DK now redirect forward. No one even jumps. 2-1. Luxor are on match point. DK the redirect forward. Maybe a miscommunication as neither player will jump in the way of it. And it just bounces in. Luxor get their response. Of course, this one far from easy. They even get outshot 7-4. But a win is a win. And they find exactly that on Urban Central. And so now as we move on to game number 4, it's the Pharaohs who are 1 away from taking the series win. Now I will note all of Atlanta immediately readying up. Might imply we're not going to see a roster switch from them. So of course already a game win on the board. A very close fight in this third one. They don't feel like they need a change, but we'll see if they're right for feeling that. As it is instead Luxor taking a moment to try to make sure they're ready. But now everyone readies up and we load in. Potentially the last of the series, unless Atlanta can get it back. Game number 4 on Utopia Coliseum. Atlanta, such a strong start to that game, but the pressure just kind of drops away from them. And they end up giving it back over to the other side. And now this one will get bounced across. It's DK! 1-0. Luxor lead. DK, the absolute rocket to the top right corner. You can't really shoot it better than that. For the first time this series, it will be Luxor who will play with the first lead. And how do Atlanta respond? Again, we saw them equalize when down 2-1 in game number 1. But now they're starting with the deficit. This is a deficit they inherit. This is one they got to play with from the beginning just about. And it might be more, but it's Rico to make a good save. Around the outside, Ren dropping it down. Does get another one up towards the corner. Bacon up from there. Rico now. Back wall. Double. Saved by Defane. Able to backflip with the reaction. And Luxor will maintain the lead. This one off the right wall again. Bio trying to get up, will get it over to the side. Now dropping down, it's Ren trying to get it back forward. Bacon around the outside. Bio bouncing it in. DK, another one dropped away. We go off the back wall. DK waiting under it. Flicked forward. This'll go downfield. Now back down off the ceiling. DK trying to follow it up. Pushed over to the right wall. Defane trying to play it down, but it'll be Wiko to play it over to the side. Now one downfield by Ren, though. She'll chase it down, grabbing all the boost along the way, but that last touch fails her. And instead, it's Luxor who can get back in time and get another one cleared away. That one dunked to keep it dangerous, but it's not in front of the goal. Ren now another one sent away. That one will fall just wide. Laid out. Okay, trying to clear it out again. This one towards the back wall. Defane gets it away. I mean, Nels, you can say the same thing about Mello. You know? As this one's downfield again. It's Defane again. 2-0. Luxor. Double the lead. As we approach halftime, Luxor will take their lead and they will expand on it. They will get some security and they will get more room to breathe. But they gotta keep the pressure on because the game can flip. Like, Nels, I definitely get what you're saying. But, I mean, Royce is in their call. So I don't know, like I said, maybe he's there but not playing. So I think it might be then a conscious choice that they decided to stay with Bio. But at the same time, on the other end, Mello should be one of the key players on Luxor. I mean, he does have the best stats. So you would think then that they could pull out maybe Defane, put Mello in, and you could say the same thing about Royce for Bio. So I think it's fair to say we're probably not seeing the strongest roster on either side, but this is still strong teams, and it's Luxor who are coming out with the advantage. As it's 3-0. Bacon, a glancing shot right down the middle. And they now have a 3-goal lead. Wiko now trying for the air dribble, does get the touch, but Bacon will 50 it away. Now off the left side again, Bio will not get that one. Fred now trying to catch it back. This one banged off the side wall. Bio, touchdown, Wiko in the air, tapped away by Bacon. Now 50'd back in. This one played across and then dropped back down again. Bacon trying to send it downfield. This one down off the ceiling. Bio over to the left side. Defane off the left wall again. There's a miss on the back wall. DK and Defane combine. And it's goal number 4. That could be the nail in the coffin. As it's Defane with a playmaker. And DK with another goal. Because he doesn't have to think about it, so he definitely is Gerds, you know? It's a conscious point, you know? This one now off the back wall. It's popped up again. Wiko trying to get it away. Of course, 1 minute. Never mind. Never mind. Bacon gets skull number 5 on the game. His second. I was going to say, there is a minute left to go. There is still a chance, but nope. Bacon gets another. And I think this one should be all but over, to be quite honest. And so, what this will mean, of course, we do have 50 seconds left to play, so we could get more goals, we could get more whatever in that time, but we'll see. What this means for the standings, again, this doesn't matter for scenarios, so the teams who aren't already clinched, this doesn't mean a whole lot. But the teams who are clinched, as there could be another shot, but it's 50'd out to the side, Inchin will now be guaranteed the number 1 seed. Atlanta will have to see how the week plays out, that there could still get second, or I'm not sure how far they could drop. Let me look. They beat both, so I think they're still locked second. That I do believe. Atlanta will now be in the second spot. And so, yeah. It is now Inchin first, Atlanta second. And so, things starting to get figured out just a little bit as Wiko will steal that one from Ren. But it is Atlanta who get one back at the very end. Of course, won't change the result. Would be a little something for Sats, but again, Wiko wanted it. But that will do it for our series here. Yeah. I mean, we talked about that, Bacon. People said no, Royce. We said, well, you guys didn't have Mello. It's hard to compare. Royce also said it was his choice to not play. So, you know, some things you can talk about, but end of the day, teams showed up with, you could say, equally not their best on paper, and Luxor come out on top. Now, I assume we'll have an interview, but I will ask once I get through a couple menu things. No Gerds, because, I mean, first of all, they were already a game ahead of you, and second of all, they beat you. So, if anyone you wanted Inchin to lose. But, I mean, I guess things could still get weird. I'm not quite gonna say Inchin are locked 1 or they're locked 2 or whatever, because if Inchin lose, it could be a mess. But I'm pretty confident Inchin should be 1. Atlanta likely 2. But again, if Inchin lose, it gets all wacky. So we'll see as the week plays out. Again, not the most important thing since they're all already locked playoffs, but that's just stuff to watch for. Either way, we are going to have an interview, and so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Luxor, a 4-game win. How's it feel?
It's good. Get the chip on the shoulder off of not being able to beat one of the upper teams. Yeah.
Absolutely. See, I'll ask you about this game, but I don't know where this interview is going to go because I have no clue where your seating is going to be or who anyone else is. So can't ask you about next week, but I will first ask what happened in game 3. Do you think you guys just started vibing and they maybe kind of fell out of it?
I think we just got back to what we did in game 1.
Fair.
That's we game 2. We let them control the pace. It's a very good team, and if you let Wiko, Ren, and them control the pace, you're in trouble. Um, DK reminded us of that after game 2, and we got right back to it.
Absolutely. Now, I do want to ask as well, what was the shift like in game number 1 there that you concede the first goal and then you immediately get 2 back? Was that kind of the confidence that carried you through it?
I mean, absolutely. Again, like we've scrimmed this team, we knew that we kind of had an edge over them. We just needed to play our game. That's it. Wiko's gonna get his, Ren's gonna get hers. That's fine. That one shot bio hit, the
Yeah,
BBL
that
angle,
was nasty.
That was insane.
absolutely nasty. So a lot of talent there, but we knew if we played our game, they couldn't beat us.
Absolutely. Now, I guess what I can ask, as I have with just about every series, we do still have the 2 open playoff spots. Who do you think sneaks in?
I think Deadwood has a shot. That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't because
I
of
don't either.
scenarios. I think it's going to be like Birmingham and Madison play for a playoff spot. I think the loser's going to inevitably get in.
I don't know. I think it's possible, but depending on who it is, it could be rough. I think Deadwood are maybe in the best spot of the teams outside because they have the easiest game.
Yep. But they need KC to beat Boston or New Mexico to beat Erie in some combination. And that's not going to happen.
This is true.
All love to those players. But I guess unless Chance oversleeps. I see Chance in chat. I love Chance. But Chance likes to sleep through their games.
Chance is a
You
normal
need him to
person.
do that in the playoffs too.
Yeah, no. If Chance is not there for Boston, that final playoff spot is wide open.
And now this is a complete shot in the dark. Around what seed would you guess that you'll end? And then who do you think you might play? And who would you like to play in the quarters?
Probably number 1.
Oh, okay.
uh, I'd love to play Atlanta again. No disrespect.
Maybe I'll
we-
actually play when I play them.
Yeah, there you go.
I know Ren was waiting for it, and we go.
Like we have confidence against that squad. Clearly every other top team had our number this season. So I can't say I really want to play any of them. I'd like another shot at Honolulu.
I would like to play in the Honolulu game.
There you go. Yeah, DK was banned for that one. I think we'll
Unlucky.
be 5.
Fair. I
That's
mean,
what it'll shake out.
so you
I think that can happen,
guys,
right?
yeah, you
would
lost
it
to
be 6?
Honolulu, so I'd
Oh,
say
yeah.
you're probably 5.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we can get to 4 because we lost to Honolulu,
Yeah.
Erie, and Incheon. Atlanta, we can't catch.
Yeah.
So-
So I think you're locked 5 highest, and you guys beat Boston, right? So
We beat Boston. Yeah.
so yeah, I think you're just locked 5. So then you
yeah,
play
'cause
4,
Birmingham
which,
and Madison can't catch us. So yeah, we're 5.
which is most likely Honolulu,
Man.
probably.
Yeah.
I'm also
Yeah.
holding off on truly confirming Incheon 1 because I think that tie could get weird if Honolulu win that series. But I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, you did the Lord's work in sending me all the scenarios for the playoff chasing teams.
Yeah, I
So
didn't
it's not
care about
to ask you
seeding.
to do seeding.
I
There's
was
no
like, it's
shot.
whatever. Not as important.
Dunk City. Who got dunked on? We go got dunked on.
We go get dumped.
So, Defin, we just specifically at you, we asked teams who would make it into the playoffs. Who do you think is terrible and will not qualify?
All of them.
Okay.
Give Luxor the championship.
Okay.
Just stop the season right now. Doesn't matter. But
All right. Clipped and shipped
The
on the
team-
final stream.
damn it.
I don't
But
think
for
anyone
real,
can make it.
Unfortunately, they got their sub games. So
who doesn't make it? What is KC's remaining game?
they're 3-7. They play Boston. Need to win.
Goodbye, Casey.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Fallen are 3-7. They play Erie. Need to win.
Goodbye.
Well,
Then I think that would effectively
Goodbye,
eliminate
my
Deadwood as
friend.
well. They play the Mudcats,
Yeah.
but they need someone else to
Goodbye.
win, I think. So
That's the wildest thing, depending on when the games get scheduled. If KC and Fallen lose, Demons game means nothing.
this is true. And so far, the only other Pixel game scheduled is the Erie game, which is on Thursday. That's the Fallen game. So
Sure.
Word.
yeah, who knows?
Uh,
Be an
Good
interesting
luck
week.
to everybody else. Good luck, everybody else. That's trying to chase playoffs. It's gonna be a fun one to watch.
Oh yeah.
Hey, good job, Bacon, on scheduling.
Hey yo. Listen, I wanted it out of the way before all the chaos. I'm like, we clinched, Atlanta clinched. This don't really matter. Let's just get the game out of the way. Let all the other stuff take the stage. But I did see chat talking about, oh, if Royce was in, it'd have been 3-0. Yeah, that's fine. If they want to run it back sometime, I'll put Melo in too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm better.
Yeah,
Ruben is
Melo's
Michael Jordan
sick and he was
again.
not feeling like he could have a flu
Yeah,
game.
we put
So
him
Yeah.
in when he's not throwing up.
So Royce chose not to play. Melo chose not to play. That was the match that happened.
sort of. I will be honest.
I would have thrown
we-
on mid game. I
Yeah.
didn't feel well.
Melo wasn't with us for our scrim yesterday, and me, DK, and Dfane kind of found something that we'd been looking for a few weeks. So game 1, that was the lineup, regardless of who was there.
Fair.
And it clicked. So
Fair. Well, I think that's about all I have. So congratulations on the win and good luck in the playoffs.
appreciate you, doggo. You as well, man.
Congratulations to you, doggo.
Yeah. So there you have it. A 3-1 win for Luxor to kick off the week. So it's day 1 of games being played, and we already have an upset. Now, tomorrow night, there's currently only one game scheduled, but it's an important one as we're going to have Havana playing Houston. Now, as you might have seen, Houston did secure a playoff spot because of that match as well as their head-to-head results. So they have less to play for. but they'd like to get that seeding. Meanwhile, if Havana win, the Prism playoff picture is locked, and if they lose, the score becomes a consideration. So you won't want to miss that one. Very important. But your final score here one last time to wrap up the night. Luxor 3, Atlanta 1. We'll see you back tomorrow.